It's Madden NFL 24. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Niners and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
Darnold going to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. An inside give to Jones. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Darnold. Completes this to Addison out left. And he will have a Vikings first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Again, Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Darnold from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. The left side completion to Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Darnold. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And now the rookie's free. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Darnold. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, 60 yards, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, Purdy. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Dances by him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. This call down near the goal line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Now Purdy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Purdy completes this one here to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing here, Purdy. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line. Let's go. You ready to rock?
Purdy now to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Rory's seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Purdy. He's got it. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Gets around him. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 57 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Moody good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. The slot man in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets it up past the 35.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Play action. It's Darnold. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Jones again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. They dialed up a 3rd and 1 blitz defensively. It worked.
Yeah, and a lot of people would think, hey, they thought pass and they guessed right. In a lot of cases, you bring the blitz just to mess up the blocking on a running play. Instead, in this situation, the run wasn't there. They just followed everything right back to the quarterback.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, they took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, Purdy. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey from 21 yards away. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. A play fake, and it's Darnold. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Darnold's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 89 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Purdy from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Holding offense.
So they will decline that penalty, and that's going to force a 4th and goal. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Purdy. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now this throw caught left side. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Darnold on first down. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This is 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.